I saw his head for a moment. Hi.
Hey!
At last, I've been expecting you, tiny dick. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. You hero, me not hero. It's just like, oh. This is the Temple of Hylia, or whatever the fuck.
Hylia.
I don't know what
Hyena.
it is. Hylia. No, it is
Hylia.
Heliat. It will known as the Sealed
Heliat.
Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you will proceed back through the great doors behind you. I thought she meant, like, leave. Like, get out. Is that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you? I like how Link doesn't tell anyone that he's being tracked down by a demon. They'd be like, well, maybe we should have a change of plans. Hi, Leah. Hi, Leah. You've come so far, tiny dick.
She looks so broken.
I'm glad you made it. I look exhausted. I imagine Hippa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home to the distant past of 1997. It's like, that's a weird specific thing, but okay. Before the whole 2000 problem we had, where the computers will destroy everything. It's like, Zelda, what are you on about? In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king, known as demise,
laser beam marks on her. She's all burned.
have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war were heard up in Skyloft, heard growing up in Skyloft.
I went to the future, and there's these things called Metal Gears. And
I met a snake. It was crazy. They look so
wanted
different.
To bang me.
Inside his box. Incredible as it seems, they appear to be too real. All too real. I think it's time you learn the whole story. Let me try to explain. And then it, like, starts the game over as we have to replay everything to learn the story. And it's like, no.
For the record, when we were talking about, you said snake before, and I said he wanted to bang me, I confused him with freaking shepherd, and that's like where my brain went for a second.
The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill the desire. They called it the Tree Force. It's like, no, Triforce. Read the script. In his thirst to make the world his own, demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. By Triforce? No, Link, shut up. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both of them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became a new home for our people. In time, it became known as Skyloft. My lips are moving, but the words had not come out, and then they stopped, and the words continued. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away demise. However, soon after the Demon King was in prison, my mouth still has not moved. It became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome powers. This is what's happening. Like, Zelda, move your mouth. She knew that if he broke free again, the world would be no stopping him.
You know, I can't.
And if the Demon King were to be free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, he devised two separate plans to set them both in motion, where this will be a never-ending thing that will continue to repeat itself over and over for centuries to come. So pretty much we're just brushing it under the bed for the next person to deal with? Exactly. Oh, okay. First, she created Fee. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to be obnoxious as all hell to you and very unhelpful in a time of need. Her second plan was to abandon her to abandon Fee and give up on that idea. It's like, oh. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, to that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Tiny Dick? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal.
Wow. She really just got on her high horse there.
So I'm just some lackey, and you're the goddess.
So wait, hold on. Yeah, I was to say, like, so this, what looks like, I don't know, some tribal woman comes and kidnaps her, and then she comes back and she's like, I'm a goddess.
Yeah, she's the goddess. I'm just some lackey that's a chosen hero, but I'm not the fucking god.
I mean, right now, Impa looks high as hell, so, I mean, I'm not sure I'd be really trusting.
Buddy Graham's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at last by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds.
Oh.
I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, and she explained to me, she helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess's statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past.
But also, I was injecting myself with a strange fluid, but I don't think that actually matters.
Yeah, I'm high as fuck right now, all the time. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Is your throat hurting yet from all this reading? Well, too bad, there's still more to come. Stripped of its true physical form by the seal that binds him.
Notice how my face has no emotional expression.
I'm not even speaking anymore, but let me keep flapping my lips at you.
You like how perfect my teeth are and how there's no separation between them?
I'm practically just wearing a mouth guard. He takes the shape of an abomination. And even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires.
Also, it's amazing I've been gone this whole time, but my hair hasn't grown an inch.
We must stop from...
Oh, shit, son!
It's just that realization of, holy fuck, I've been chasing a crazy woman.
Like, oh, she's crazy.
I'm gonna leave now. We must stop him from... He's like, what am I gonna eat for brunch later?
No, it's like, oh, shit, he's crazy. Bruce!
That's why I intend to remain here in this time and place to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in his own time, in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago and keep it strong for as long as I am able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. So insane. Tiny Dick, the goddess created Fee and the Great Blade. She's part of for a very specific reason. But the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. I'll hold back this little tiny seal with magic. You do the grunt work. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back to the prison twice now.
Why does she have the resting bitch face?
Because I am a bitch. I can't thank you enough for that.
I am your princess. I'm your god.
Well, she keeps calling me. Holy shit. Yo. I found one of those syringes you were talking about.
It's like he accidentally steps on a syringe.
Holy shit.
Like, whoa.
My mind has been blown about this entire thing.
Damn it, I want a screenshot of that so bad.
During your long journey, you've grown so much. Yeah! You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now those qualities reside in you are worthy of wielding the power of the old gods left behind from our kind. You can claim the Tree Force. Take it from my hands. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. Well, the land in the future, but you know what I mean. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Tiny Dick. Draw your sword. Zip. Hold on. Can I find it? I draw it and put it into her, just stab her. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with mystical powers to drive back demons, and only Tiny Dick may wield it. Well, you have to have, like, anybody above a 3-inch can't hold this weapon. 3 or below is all you need. Tiny Dick, before I say another word, I feel I owe you an apology. This camera angle is on my chest, and I don't know why. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in the world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls of this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. This is my final form. But it's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Tiny Dick. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so, Hylia, I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I'm not Zelda, I'm Zelda. It's like, what? It can't be! It's like some stupid little twist like that. It's like 2 E's. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into this. But you have to understand that because you're the chosen hero, even if I didn't pull you into this, we would have been fucked. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. Kill me. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here for this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. I'm crying now. Tiny Dick, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. Zelda sucks. Go to sleep, bitch. No, don't put yourself in this crystal. While it's true that I am a Hylia reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda.
Just lock away, and you can never talk to me again.
Let me at least take you to prom. Demise
I want to make Bruce feel bad.
There will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I've always been the one to wake you up while you slept. But this time, when all this is over, wake me when you need me. I promise. Wake me when you need me. Don't cry, it's gonna be okay. Her spell screws up and it puts me to sleep. It's like, shit. I wish the crystal just turned her into the fucking N64 Zelda, just really fucked up. It's like, what happened?
He's like, well, there goes my one chance at love.
So, Emperor, you single?
Bitch, you see this droid? You watch them?
Oh, Emperor, you single? You got any
What did you do
weed?
to her? Hey, Josh, want some weed?
Josh!
Oh, Josh!
There's a hole over here. I can't even dig it.
Well, what do you think it's for?
Let me think about that. I thought about it.
He just, like, walks over there, sits down on the friggin' stool. He's just like, huh. So that happened.
Is here a lighter or like a match? Oh, God, there's a lot to take in. He's like, hey, Emperor, I found one of your blunts.
Ah, cool, one of Zelda's syringes.
So you said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There's work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Now go and fulfill your destiny. Destiny. Destiny.
You wouldn't think I'm much of a warrior, because look at these arms. They're kind of like twigs. My entire body's kind of disproportional.
What I lack in strength, I make up with attitude. So, you've returned. Ready? I didn't even get the kettle ready. And you know everything.
Do you know that Bruce likes to stroke my insanely long headpiece?
On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in sleep without end. But do not despair, for she's still alive and well. True to the legend, I'm actually Impa. Believe it or not, because you've been sitting here guarding the fucking thing for so long, it's not hard for me to put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, this is all we know where it rests. All the other
How did
clues-
I get so short, and why did my face turn into a pumpkin over time? This is a little weird.
At least my disproportionate twig body grew out, but then I lost my height.
Also, is that a thing growing on the left side of my face, or what is that? It's like a discoloration. It's gross. Is that a second nose?
You have likely come to the same conclusion, but I'll spell it out just the same. The key to fighting the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Tiny Dick, find the Triforce. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, hold up.
Hey.
Tiny Dick, there's something I gotta tell you. There's a hole over here. It looks like what my butt when I spread it open.
This is what we started to use for a toilet.
So Zelda, is she holding up okay? Was she okay when you saw her? She's great.
It's great. Yeah, no, you can't destroy Bruce's feelings.
Oh, good to hear. But she's still stuck in there till a whole mess blows over, huh? Tiny Dick, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny.
I need to tend to that growth on her face.
Look, she's got a long dangling hair. I got a long standing piece of hair. We're just meant to guard this place together.
We could braid our hair together.
I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work that needs to be done here. Someone's got to watch
That's
that big
actually what
ugly
he said.
monster,
God
and
damn
someone's
it.
got to make sure Granny's doing all right. If it ain't an action-packed as what you're doing, well, maybe it's my destiny. Know what I mean?
No, I don't, Bruce.
Besides, it's not
it's
so
a new
bad
low.
here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What?
Yeah.
That's not weird to say.
There's also no women.
Check it out. I pooped in this hole. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow
This
one
whole Zelda and Granny have
into
brought
one
life.
beast of a tree and soil like this. It brightens little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I've got nothing but time. He's gonna grow the great Deku tree.
Oh my god.
It's weird to say out loud, but it's how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay. Call it, it's Stritch. Stritch.
You go back, I killed him.
I get a little emotional since they look up to me, but tell him I'm
I
happy.
murdered that bitch.
Covered in blood, he's dead.
So you know what to do?
Well, I just know I'm supposed to go to Skyloft, but that's about the extent of my ability.
Alright, because it's getting to the part where you get to meet the whale.
I just like that I always have plans.
I remember.
I just like that I have plans to play something after, but then I'm like, this game takes so much out of me, I don't know if I'm gonna play anything after I'm done.
I don't think it takes enough.
I'm drained. You should see how
I'll drain
soaked
you.
my pants are. Fucking drenched.
Just so goddamn moist.
That's this guy. Oh no, my second one will come. It always comes.
Alright, I'm gonna skip that part because it says quest in Skyloft, and Lord knows I don't want you to have to earn any more gratitude crystals.
I'm going back to the pumpkin soup man.
Actually, that may or may not be where you're gonna end up going.
Yeah, but then I'll play for his daughter.
It doesn't involve music. Oh, wait, can you not? Do you have to play for? I don't know.
Well, the only reason I'm doing work is I broke the chandelier.
Yes.
So, if there is dialogue that's involved, unless it cancels out, I don't know.
Once you have defeated a person a second time, you can't complete Spirit side quest within Skyloft. However, if you move on to section 15.4 without completing it now, then you won't be able to complete it until later on in the game. The reward is some extra gratitude crystals, so go ahead and do it if you like. We don't. Return to Skyloft, and you can start chatting with the people there. Run over to the Night Academy and speak to Gipora. The owl! He becomes the owl! Gipora! Whatever the hell, Gabor, I can't pronounce the friggin' full name.
Good, the fat guy becomes the owl.
Yes! The owl and the fat guy who's lost his daughter has the exact You always have to like...
Hey, hello, tiny dick. Did I hear you just call me fat? Is there anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. You want to tell me, but you can't. I understand, but I'm sure you have a good reason for keeping quiet. Does my daughter need a fat, heavy man with thick eyebrows? Doing some thinking since we last spoke. You've had this destiny thrust upon you without warning or choice. For that matter, but I wish to help you as best I can. I'm getting older and I lack the vigor of youth, and but even old men have ways of being useful and fat. It's like, what are you on about with this? I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any questions at all about Skyloft or its history, I'd be glad to tell you. What do I know about the Triforce? Tiny Dick, where'd you hear that word? It's true that the ancient text makes several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Tiny Dick, it shames me to say it, but my knowledge is a little use on the subject. Why don't you ask me about hot dogs or something? I can tell you how to cook a mean hot dog. Tiny Dick, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with...
My eyes are open.
Levius, the spirit, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages. Levi's. It's like, no.
Levi.
Served the protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of the world is encyclopedic.
His name is Levi, and he's had a, whatever, he had the 11th grade reading level at the...
There was Skyloft. Where is he? Yes, I fear that might be your next question about that. Imagining your travels, you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently, I've heard rumors suggesting that he is trapped inside that massive cloud. God, I've asked Instructor Olin to look into the troubled cloud in order to determine...
do you think that unibrow is?
If there are any truth to these rumors, I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. He can fill you in the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself? Fine, I'll go find Owlin. Ah, Tiny Dick, how goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What?
How beautiful am I today?
Ah, so you've talked to the headmaster.
You love my lovely locks.
If I'm correct, he's the one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levias that we all know. That's...
You can call me off-brand Legolas if you like.
That's Evilias. It's like, god damn it. That's a monster. Certainly looks like him, but last time I approached him, he came rushing at me and his eyes were so full of malice. People change, our old... Why is it creatures change? Rather, perhaps it's more that he is possessed by something.
Well, that explains why he looked evil in the screenshot.
What? You want to talk to him? That's impossible. I don't think he's capable of listening, not in his current state.
Oh, right, this. Oh, I hated this part.
Even
I
if you
fucking hate this
get
part.
close enough to talk to him, he'll likely, with you getting brushed aside, sent flying to your death.
Oh, it's so gross.
I gotta go in his mouth.
No, you're gonna see what I mean. I fucking hate the concept. I hate the concept so
Well,
much.
it's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling nothing I could say would talk you out of it. Here's a sandwich. Come with me.
Oh god, not a sandwich. That means he's gonna try to beat you up.
Hey!
He's inside.
I was thinking more Sopranos than.
Yeah, well that too. But I was just thinking of how many sandwiches.
Why is there so many sandwiches involved beating people up? Castle crashers.
Yep. He's been acting so strangely like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that hold over him, there'll be a chance he'll return to his senses. Because I'm teaching you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the spiritual charge. Using the spiritual charge, you can rid him of the blight that holds him.
Viral charge.
Technique, whatever.
I'm just saying.
I don't care anymore. I'm done with dialogue.
I know, it's just like, why am I doing all these spirals? I thought I was supposed to turn into a spirit. Like, ah, damn it.
Link is fucking up. He's tired. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. This is a technique that only Senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. A little bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. First, dive off the platform and call your bird.
If you don't pass the test, back to 5th grade.
Oh, put your ass in summer school.
Put your ass in summer school. That tight ass.
Listen up. I've taught your Loftwing to perform it already. Now just press A.
When?
Press A to charge and break the 10 targets. If you destroy 10 targets under 120 seconds, I'll recognize you as a skilled bird rider.
What's going on with my Loftwing when I'm not here? It's just like an intense training regiment. Like a military boot camp.
I missed the target. I'm not a skilled rider. I want to go home. Zelda, you're on your own.
How many targets you gotta break?
10?
How many targets you got?
2?
Well, you have 2 when you got 90 seconds left. Does that count as more than 1? There's one right there, and one right there, and one right there. Just dive right into it.
Fucking hit the rock. Looked like I used to move for that one. I just hit it.
Right.
Where's any more? Oh, okay.
Well, it's like the frickin' spirit trials all over again.
Go fast.
40 seconds!
I'm trying, but my shit's breaking. I don't know why it's going dive bombing. I wanted to go down for the bird, and it just dive bombed me, and I'm like, up, up. Damn it, I'm gonna fucking fail at one. Damn it, it
there's one
won't
down
turn.
there by the rock.
I can't turn. God. Damn it.
Oh my God, no! Please.
I gotta do it again. I'm gonna have to do it again. I can't turn. This thing sucks. Smashing it into the rocks. Why is my bird flying funny? It's got a freaking concussion. Yeah, maybe if we put on a fucking helmet for this thing.
Can't
Why don't you
destroy
take a
10
break?
targets under 20 seconds.
Just take a break. Cool off. Try again.
Maybe recalibrate your Wiimote. Recalibrate my what? Nothing.
Yeah, I'm ready for some training. I mean, he already knows that I could just leave. Your controller or my depth perception? How about let's just say both? You don't get to see a webcam of me fucking up with this thing too. I'm turning it in ways you have no idea, and it's like, nope. I'm turning it in directions you didn't even know were possible.
Like, I am bending in ways.
I'm becoming more and more flexible each time I play this game.
Like a contorted ball on the ground.
It's like I look like I'm playing Twister, but by myself. God damn it, it's
Fine. Got 89 seconds.
I cannot straight now. It is so hard to just stay straight.
Yeah, I want to say that again.
Judge me. Whatever. Do it whatever means necessary. Damn it, to turn right when I aimed left.
His methods are a little unconventional, but he is the best goddamn bird rider I've ever seen.
Damn it, why,
Pilot, whatever they call you.
Why is right left and left right sometimes?
I don't know. You're telling me that. The guy who's experienced that whenever we play any fucking motorcycle thing.
I don't know, whatever, but now I turn, like...
You just fly off in the one direction. And he's gone.
There, Jesus Christ.
Nice. I love hearing you say that before it finishes because I'm so nervous. I'm like, oh god, I can't tell if you messed up or not again.
Oh, you managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. It must have been your first try. You have no problems at all. I knew you'd do it. What a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use it. You're a qualified bird rider. The next thing we have to address is just how to go about finding him. Maybe the owner of the lumpy pumpkin might know something. He makes an offering every year. Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. So there's some context to it. It's not like maybe the owner of the lumpy pumpkin will know something. Like, that's a very specific...
Like, Link, no. We need you to get to the lumpy pumpkin. I'm practicing my sword cutting. Yeah. Sword cutting. Hey.
It's amazing. I can control my arm in a full, like, range of different
Help.
directions, but I can only swing in, like, 8 of them up. And he, like, turns around and he's like, the fuck was that?
Oh, so that's our skilled rider, huh?
Just help. It's probably like, help!
Oh, you heard right before I fell. Help! God.
I like the idea of the bird just misjudging it and he just like rams his beak directly into your fucking grundle.
Not
Like-
Grundle.
The slow motion pop of a testicle.
Apps work.
Well, usually you figure out what direction you're facing, and then you figure out what direction you want to go, and you turn and you go. God, pumpkin is a far away distance.
Want to take a snack break.
I've got limited time.
I know, but I'm so hungry and my throat's hurting.
Go through the circle thingy. Go faster. Now spiral spin.
Hello. Oh, hi.
Terminal velocity. What is happening?
Oh, no, I collected one. I'm confused. Watch me not be able to talk to this guy about it until I fucking sing.
I know, that's what I was saying, or trying to hint at. I was like, oh no, you need to go back here. Like, do you have to finish?
No, because now he has something. He did not have that before.
Oh.
What's the matter? You look like you've got something mighty serious on your mind. Actually.
It could be this giant
Nice,
thing.
what about him?
Him.
Sure, I know him well. I wasn't aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer him an entire basin full of a pumpkin soup. You have the basin this whole time? I couldn't have borrowed.
You could have dumped pumpkin soup on the tongue?
It's in thirst. Lately, a huge thunderhead has been brewing up there, and I haven't made my year's offering. I tell you, I feel horrible about it.
No.
You say you'll
Real
deliver
horrible,
a pot
real
of my
bad.
soup to him? Look how surprised I was about it.
God, I gotta...
I'm Super Saiyan 3 after all. I have no eyebrows except for the lumps in my head.
Oh, yeah, those... That looks like some pecs. He's got some forehead pecs.
If that's the case, I'm gonna make everything I can best soup ever.
Wait, is that like flabby skin or his eyebrows?
You wait right there. I'm getting inspired to fire up some soup like I've never
Ew.
souped before.
Ew, did you see his like right eyebrow raise up? Or right upper lip of his eyebrow? I
Here
don't
it
know what
is.
that
I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years. I have to say this is my best batch of pumpkin soup I've
Wait.
ever created.
Oh, I thought the
God
batch
damn it.
was 10 years old.
Hold on. Fee, slowing this process down.
Master, I will signal for the robot.
Now I gotta get to where the fuck this voice sound like for the robot.
Oh no. Fuck.
Male voice. Yes.
Miss Fee, I'm here. Paint say
I'm not
worky.
even gonna say it.
Another male voice. What about this one?
Miss Fi, I'm here. Easy RT.
That might be it.
The dumbest, instead of a robot voice, the dumbest shit for these things. It's like a muffled thing. There. Here we go.
Oh, this is another heavy load. But don't worry, I can carry anything.
Oh.
He had so much enthusiasm into the anything. Alright, I'm good. Oh, wait, hold on. This, and then now.
Oh, this is another heavy load.
Oh, damn it. No, not
But
the
don't
heavy
worry,
load.
I can carry anything.
No, it repeated it. It just... Damn it, no, I get it. It's a heavy load. Hold on, it just, like, reverted. Whatever you need, go. Soon as you're ready. That.
be waiting outside. I can take you wherever you need to go, as soon as you're ready. Say it.
You hear that, John?
Zaid!
Say it.
It's a new phrase. My warrior call.
This place where I offer soup to him is inside the Thunderhead Cloud on an island with an everlasting rainbow. Oh, you know it when you see it. Good luck. Isn't it inside that rainy fucking dome? Because I saw a rainbow in there. And then where the Isle of Song is, like in that location?
Hold on, I had it unmuted still, so I had you echoing over
Is
yourself.
it in the Isle of Song location? Because that's where I saw a rainbow inside there.
Yes, I believe that. Yeah, that's where you're supposed to go. I have to go back to that. Nope, that's too far. Thunderhead. Thunderhead is the chapter I want.
Thunderhead.
You're skipping that. All right, so